Okay, that seemed to work. Okay, finally. What in the hell? It should not take that many attempts. It's just kind of quiet, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's working. Okay, finally, after all of that time, this stupid audio finally works. Anyways, this is Brad Reem, channel veteran. Been in the Random J series since 2020. Yeah, I forgot to cut that part off once YouTube uploads the replay of it, because that took longer than it should have. That was like a 15-minute delay. Anyways, also other cars coming out on track: the 57 of Jack Haas, the 19 of Kyler Sustry, Johnny Hernandez, Joe T, Random J, Braden Carruthers, Jason Albert. That's Ross McTrain, one of the few, only small handful of Ford Mustangs we have in the field. Just lowered my headset again because I don't want these cars yelling in my ears. KO Bros, alongside his affiliate teammate Nathan Stapleton in the 97. So far Reem has the fastest lap, 28.346. And so as I say, that Staple fast lap there of 28.139. Already that's faster than Codwell's lap last year. Double check if just fact check myself if that's the case or not. I think it maybe I resetted the stream. I couldn't add on that other thing. Interesting. Anyways, there was Dylan Matthews in the 49. Has she posted a lap? 18th. Okay. Scroll back up. And now it looks like the leaderboard has changed to Johnny Hernandez having the fastest lap, 27.894. As I say that, McTrain, fast lap of 27.701. Atlanta's, of course, this old Atlanta configuration. I'm trying to find him. Here he is. This old school Atlanta configuration always produces really fast speeds. Tonight is no exception so far. Matthew Hill now fastest lap there. That was like 3 or 4 different leaderboard changes. I probably may have missed some because I was down further in the results. Matthew Hill, one of our rookies here in the PSL, now on top of the board. And I've said this before, but despite Hill being a PSL rookie, this is not his first rodeo on the channel before. He's been in the Golf Summer Series in the past before. We actually won a Golf Summer Series race at 1.5 miles at Chicagoland in 2022. Anyways, KO Bros is the highest running, is the fastest Dodge so far. There's the 59. Just do it this way. Oh, he's down pit road. Probably doing some adjustments. McTrain down to 3rd. Burnett now 4th. I was saying that now he's down to 5th after Dylan Matthews took over the 4th position. Roberto Crown 6th. Bubble 7th. Kellen Baker 8th. Dan Matteo. Okay, there's no point in saying that because all of this is changing. Matteo is now up to 6th. Matthews is 7th. Burnett is 8th, Chase is 9th, and Bubble is down to 10th. And as soon as I said, she's now out of the top 10. All these laps are changing quick. I'm just going to find someone to go on board with here. So lots of time left in this session. This stream's gonna be probably like an hour just because of those technical problems. Anyways, on board at the 29 of Skylar Taylor. me some of their apologies there, but went on board with some drivers there. But it appears that this group here of McTrain, Torres, Beal, and Hill are some of the fastest cars out on track right now. All of them except for Beal are inside this top 10 when it comes to fastest times. There's Beal right now, 15th, ain't too far behind. Now, if you remember during our last test, Calvin Baker was our fastest. That was at Talladega. Right now, he's currently... Just go to him. I don't want to keep flipping through people. He's currently 12th. Alex Santavallo was the fastest during Pocono. He's currently 23rd. So, definitely varied results for our reigning preseason Thunder fastest drivers. As 99 comes back onto the track. Let's look at some other drivers towards the bottom of the rankings. And one of them is Alex Mona, the 1. Currently just well as 35th. Riley Spurley is also down there. 27, currently 34 for the time of 27.978. Just under 28 seconds. Gutierrez, also another driver down here. Gutierrez, remember, was also didn't really find any speed in either session. Didn't find speed in either Pocono or Talladega. Kind of worrying for the 79 to see that car swell at all 3 sessions thus far. 01 of Daniel Voyles is also down there. Ryan Wilson as well, the 2022 Golf Summer Series champion. Johnny Hernandez, of course, was in top of the board earlier, but was down to 30th right now. Brandon Carruthers, 29th. Nick Samp, 28th. And Lipsy, 27th. So, lots of big names. Towards the back row half, or even like the middle of the pack, see Random J, 19th. Stapleton, 20th. Jason Albert, 21st. Brad Ream down to 24th, despite being one of the first cars on the track. So, lots of big names struggling at Atlanta. And I'd argue this is, well, I argue every session is important, but this one, we have 2, but for here in the Palm Summer League, this year we have 2 mile and a halves. We got Vegas for race 2 and Paris in race number 5 after the Firecracker 400. So you definitely got to get. So I'd argue that this is probably the most important. I say every test is important. It is important, and for sure. I mean, both Talladega and Pocono had their importance, but I'd argue this is the most important because you're gonna need to use data from this test at 2 different races this year, and one of them is the the semifinale of the pre-ultimate race. That will probably set the drivers that will contend for the championship later in August. Now, of course, one of those drivers looking for redemption this year in the Palm Summer League is Anthony Hernandez. Finally said Anthony Hernandez, not Hoodlum, because I've been so used to calling him as Hoodlum for the last 4 years. But anyways, Anthony Hernandez, of course, came up just short of the Palm Summer League championship last year. Came in as he was a points leader for most of the year last season. But going into race number 4, the final race, Bill ended up taking that points lead after the Firecracker 400 and never looked back. On board of Torres right now, 41. And also, I got rid of the helicopter noise, too. The helicopter noise was very annoying, to say the least, for this stuff. So this is going to provide some good... So this helicopterless noise is definitely going to provide some good angles. Up with me, people coming in the room while I'm streaming. But yeah, like I was saying, the helicopterless noise is definitely going to provide some really good angles, especially at these tracks that have a lot of pack racing. So Gutierrez and pit road, definitely much needed pit road service right now because that 79 is struggling to find some speed. Some other drivers I can talk about. Of course, Brendan Beal, the defending series champion, has shown some decent speed thus far during all of our testing. And so far, he's currently 16th, which isn't too bad. Still, obviously, a lot of time left in the session, 23 minutes remaining. Still enough time to dial down the setups of these cars that will inevitably be used at both Vegas and Paris. Braden Carruthers currently 30th fastest, one of the slower big name drivers I mentioned earlier. Same goes for Jason Albert and Ryan Wilson. Now, I haven't really talked too much about these drivers. Lipsy in the 9 car. Lipsy has struggled to find speed so far in both during our first 2 preseason Thunder sessions at Pocono and Talladega, but right now he's also just struggling. 28th fastest right now as he looks to the inside of Sustry, who is currently 27th fastest. These two are basically right neck and neck when it comes to not only on the track right now, but also when it comes to speed, sadly. Matthew Burnett doing solid right now, currently in 12th, while Joe T is in 19th. Nick Sandown pit road currently 29th. Definitely a big surprise of how well he did at Minnesota, or only intermediate last year in the Palm Summer League. McTrain was the fastest earlier, but he's currently still in a solid 6th position, which is impressive for that single car team. Speaking of teams, I'm going to highlight some of the teams that are official as of today, I guess. Joe T and the 57 of Jack Haas are teammates. I don't know if Haas is on track. There he is. Those 2 Toyotas will be teammates this year. Some other teammates also some other teams I made official as of today. Kellen Baker once again in his own with his single car operation in KC Garage. Mentioned Ross McTrain a little bit. He's in his own single car outing, McTrain Motorsports. And finally, the last other multi-car team I made as of today are the 2 Dodges, the 06 of Madison Chase and the 99 of Alex Santavala, 2 Dodge rookies looking to make waves in the PSL. And so far, Santavala up to 3rd fastest on the board. Definitely good speed from the 99. It's compared to our last preseason Thunder session at Talladega. Matthew Hill still leads. Rose 2nd. Skylar Taylor now 3rd. There they are right there. Now, as I say that, they're down to 4th. Santavala moves up to 3rd. But Dylan Matthews now in 5th. McTrain, as I previously mentioned, in 6th. Keyshawn Richardson in 7th, one of the Aero Atlanta cars in this hometown testing session. Making the waves here. Roberto Crown 8th. Philip Torres in 9th. And Dan Matteo rounds off the rest of the top 10. And there's that leads me to number 11, Jordan Stout, Indy 11, currently 17th, which is so far his best showing when it comes to preseason Thunder. Stout has struggled, especially compared to his other 2 Aero Atlanta cars of Random and Richardson, to find speed thus far. And as for that 3rd Aero Atlanta car, Random J is currently 21st fastest. Definitely a disappointing outing for his hometown track. Some other drivers I have not mentioned. I want to go through every driver. I mentioned Burnett, Ream, Joe T. I mentioned Bubble a little bit. Bubble's currently 14th. Solid outing for her. As of now, Angel's all over the back for an 18. It's going north to 79. Angel racing that 18 car really aggressively. Watch out for Bradley Ream. He is coming back onto the track. That could have been a wreck there. Oh, we got a spin. That's the 21 of Kellen Baker. Oh, Bradley Ream and Bubble Pop make contact. Hard. Oh, more cars. That's Burnett. Lipsy also making contact with the 21. Oh, my word. And again, and for the 3rd time in an Atlanta testing session, we have another incident. And for the 2nd time here in Palm Summer League testing session, Kellen Baker, the 2020 golf champion, is involved. Wow, Baker just cannot seem to catch a break in this preseason Thunder stuff so far. And the season hasn't even begun yet. I feel bad for Baker. I mean, already not even a race. The haulers haven't even arrived to Tennessee yet, and already they have 2 destroyed race cars. Wow. Some other cars that got damaged too. Matthew Burnett and the 2 also got damaged. The 18 of Bubble also got damaged. She's in the garage, kind of get her back up. Well, Lipsy, I believe, also. Yeah, Lipsy, look at that. Heavy front end damage to the 9 car. Crazy stuff. And of course, we will have a replay of this rather probably the worst preseason Thunder incident we've had this year, shortly before the end of the stream. And of course, all the results will be posted too on the Discord server, and I'll briefly go through the results before the end of the stream. All right, 17 minutes remaining. Oh, another spin. That's Keyshawn Richardson. Turn 3 and 4 proves to be very tricky. I don't think there's too much damage on the 24. No, there is. Heavy right. See the right right fender. So where's that? See the right rear tire area bent up. Also the bumper's all dented up right there. Looks like he went for a spin by himself through turns 3 and 4. I could be wrong though. Of course, we'll have a replay of that. That happened around 17 minutes and 50 seconds in. Yes, I wrote that down in pen. As we got a lot of cars down pit road. Imagine some of them are making repairs, like Bubble, suppose in her backup. Calvin Baker also in his backup. Keyshawn Richardson making repairs. Lipsy also down making repairs. Brad Reem also was involved in that first incident. He had to go to a backup as well. Now, hopefully we can keep it calm here. Water drivers down pit road. 16 minutes remaining in the session. Let's go on board with the fastest driver right now. No, he's down pit road. Okay, the fastest driver that isn't on pit road, Caro Bros. Okay, he's on track. Cool. Oh, that's weird. That's the Railfan driver, still second fastest on the board. And of course, did win our last points paying PSL race at Minnesota. So Rail's definitely hoping to pick up where he left off at Minnesota and hoping to be a championship contender this summer. Ryan Wilson also back on track in the 48, currently 32nd on the board. Once again, another disappointing session for the 2022 Golf Summer Series champion, also the Winners Free Sox champion from 2020 to 2021. But sorry about that. Random J now 21st fastest. After surprise, definitely random hoping that this is an anomaly after solid outings at both Talladega and Pocono. As Random looks to get his first win on the channel, points pay, that is the dual race since 2021. Jack Haas, of course, one of our rookies. Currently, he is, let's do this, 27 fastest on the board. Probably skipped over him, yeah. 27 fastest on the board. Currently the highest Toyota, I'm just trying to think of my manufacturer so far. Toyota's currently the highest running one is the 29 of Skylar Taylor. Are they on track? Yep, there they are. Santa Vala is the highest running, second highest running Dodge. The highest running Dodge is in a Railfan Dodge. But Matthew Hill, again, as I mentioned, there's not very many Fords on the grid, but he is the fastest one, the fastest out of all drivers so far, still with less than 14 minutes remaining now. Highest Chevy on the board is the 31 of Roberto Crown. But the highest Pontiac appears to be Keyshawn Richardson, the 24. Here's Lipsy looking to the inside of Bubble into turn number 1 there. Especially this camera. Definitely got to be very careful now going into turns 3 and 4, which has proved to be rather chaotic. We've already had two incidences here tonight, with a lot of big name drivers involved. Oh, looks like Jack Haas and Ryan Wilson may have gotten some contact there. Again, we're going to look at the replay of that later. I wish I could play our replays in the middle of this stuff, but OBS would freak out, and I don't want to lose time of how much time remaining in the session. Madison Chase down pit road doing adjustments. 13 minutes remaining here in Atlanta. Speaking of this, now that I cut that camera of the sky, how was everyone's views of the Northern Lights? We didn't really get to see much at all here. Sadly, if I was up north in like Canada and stuff, we would get a really beautiful view of those Northern Lights. I know if you took pictures with a I took pictures with my camera. There was a hint of purple, but like it was very. You have to be really. It was very faint, unfortunately. Hopefully, someday in the future, I can see those Northern Lights in person and get a true view of those, because it seems really amazing to look at. About 12. Getting close to 11 minutes remaining here in Atlanta. Most everyone is running spread apart. You know, we're not seeing as many big packs as we are in the other two, even, or just pick packs or groups. Oh, Brendan Buell, I think, hit the wall there. Oh, watch out! Nearly coming down right in front of Brandon Carruthers. He had another replay we have to look at later. So, and this time it involves your defending series champion. Looks like he did get some decent damage on the right side of that car. There it is. Yep. Heavy right side damage to his car. Might have to go to a backup. Back to turns 1 and 2, where the 41 and 29 are coming up to the 1 car. As Santavalino looks to the inside of Taylor before Taylor throws an aggressive block through turns 3 and 4. Definitely not the corner I would do it in, but definitely the corner I want to do that move in. But hey, Taylor likes her car. More fastest in the board still. Great speed for the rookie so far. And here's a somewhat big group here, the 33 of Patrick Miller, who's actually Matthew Hill's teammate. First time that organization's had a second car besides Hill himself currently, but unfortunately, unlike Matthew Hill, is still the fastest right now. Miller's laps don't quite compare. Currently 26 fastest on the board. But we'll pop back on track with her backup car. She's currently 15th fastest. So despite one of the cars potentially being destroyed, at least the backup is. At least the backup, much like Braden Carruthers, her teammate and car owner, is at Pocono, seems to be decent as well. So it looks like B&M Racing, Brado, and Bubble's team have a good backup car program, I guess. Kudos to them. Very dicey racing there through turns 1 and 2. It was Random and Lipsy go way up behind the racetrack and slow down. That's gonna kill a lot. That's gonna kill a lot of the momentum off turn number 2 and for that lap, as Bubble moves in front of both the 53 and 9. Dylan Matthews kept her car relatively clean. 5th fastest still on the board. Hill right behind her. Random now forced up to the outside by Lipsy as he looks to the inside of the 53. Hill now looks to the inside of Matthews. As they got to be careful of these cars coming back onto the track. This could be very dangerous. Let's see what's going to happen here. Starting with Kawasaki. Okay, they're going to be fine. Okay. All good. Good work there by both Sustra and Taylor to stay out of the way of everyone right there. Go on board of Joe T. There's absolutely no one around them. All clean air for the 8 car. There's Dave Mattiel, and who's in the top 10 for most of the day, but still 11, which is still solid enough for the 17. Trying to recreate his championship runs he had during the 2020 Golf Summer Series, as well as the Winter Street Stocks a few years back. And Mateo, as of right now, is the only driver to win back-to-back races on the channel. Of course, back in the Golf Summer Series in 2020, he did win Texas World and the Roval back-to-back. And at the time, the Roval was a midweek race in July. Texas World was a weekend race. So he won those two in the span of just a few days, which is very impressive for another channel veteran. Another channel veteran, Jason Albert, currently 25th fastest, still trying to search for that first ever win on the channel. He's come oh so close so many times, although his car has won before. His cars have, when his organization has gone through various name changes. As of right now, JA Racing with just him, but his cars have won before. In fact, when Albert got suspended during the 2022 Golf Summer Series, his replacement Movement ended up winning 2 races during that final GSS season. But unfortunately for Albert himself, he has yet to win on the channel. Of course, probably the closest was the Pepsi Showdown in 2021. That finish is currently tied as the closest finish on the channel of 2 1,000ths of a second. Two 1,000ths of a second difference between Albert and the eventual winner of that Pepsi Showdown, Nelson Reeves. Back to McTrain, who's still inside the top 5. No, never mind, I lied. He's 6, but still inside the top 10 regardless. Matthew Burnett, 13th. Holding on solidly. Lipsy, 10th. Now 10th on the board, so finally some speed from the 9 car. I think actually ended up finishing inside the top 10 at Talladega. I can't quite remember, but finally some speed for the 9 car. Other drivers on pit road. He's one of the many drivers on pit. No, not many, but a handful of drivers down pit road. Roberto Crown's one of them. Brendan Beal's another one. Random J as well. I believe that's Jason Albert coming back onto the track. And by the way, I have all the pit boxes done. I probably should have done these pit boxes a lot earlier, but I'm glad they're done. And I did start recording the first race at Tennessee. I do hope to have that up on the channel on its scheduled time on Memorial Day, May 27th, but the video itself, whoa, Baker and Hold'em nearly made contact there in the turn number 2. But I do hope, anyways, as I was saying, I do hope, as I've said before, I do hope to have the opening race, like, ready to go, probably, like, private on the channel, because I think there's a way someone can leak a video before it premieres. I think it's how the GTA 6 trailer get revealed, but besides my point, I do hope to have the opening race fully edited, fully complete by next week, like around next Monday, because around this time next week, because that's when my Charlotte trip begins. I'm gonna go to the 600, all the ensuing races there as well. It's gonna be really, really exciting. First time going to Charlotte as well. Really, really excited. Anyways, 5 minutes remaining in this final preseason Thunder here in the PSL. Let's go on board for a few more drivers. A lot of drivers on pit road. Santa Vala, Hoodlum, dang it, both Hernandez drivers, Anthony and Johnny, Nick Samp, Beal, Matt Tiello. Some big names there. But right now, Matthew Hill is still the fastest driver on the board. No one's been able to top him for this last 20 minutes or so. That 90 car has remained supreme when it comes to speeds, of maintaining that top speed. Caleb Gross also still holding on strong in the second position, who's actually ironically right there on the outside. Santa Vala 3rd. Skylar Taylor 4th. Dylan Matthews 5th. McTrain 6th. Keyshawn Richardson still 7th. Roberto Crown 8th. Philip Torres 9th. And Lipsy 10th. Let's go on board with the 40. Let's go on board. No, 49. We'll do 49. As Matthews tried to peek to the inside of Hill there. Train down pit road. Less than 4 minutes remaining. Hill now peeking his nose to the inside of Rose, but going to tuck back into the outside as that was a very late dive down pit road for Rose. As well, nearly 3 wide bubble, nearly made it 3 wide going into turn number 4. Ooh, that was scary there. Those two nearly ran over the 59. But Bubble now to the inside, right behind Matthews. Going into turn number one this time by. We were three wide there. Crown in the middle, that was Crown in the middle, forcing Joe T to the outside. While Forbes got a strong run off of turn number two, is now right behind the back bumper of Bubble. Crown still on top of the now Crown still on the outside behind Hill through turns 3 and 4. As there's Joe T once again back on the inside. As this aggressive racing continues, with less than 2 minutes remaining here in Preseason Thunders, once again 3 wide. That's Bubble now forced to the middle, as she's going to lose a lot of ground. Matthew Hill got forced to the outside there, as he's also going to lose a lot of ground. As man, look at this! This is some aggressive racing. Very late as Matthews with a late block on Joe T through turns 3 and 4. Got to practice commentating somehow, and that's one way to do it. As Matthews will get forced to the outside by Joe T. As we're once again go to turns 1 and 2 here. And for once, there's not going to be any 3 wide as Forbes nearly makes contact with Crown. But Forbes is going to maintain the outside. As hopefully this mess settles down here. That was some very intense racing there. We're still going at it, but see what else is happening through the field in this final minute or so of Preseason Thunder. Taylor side by side with fellow rookie Kyler Sustry. Ryan Wilson right behind the fellow, I guess, PepsiCo car of Braden Carruthers. As Carruthers is going to dive down to the inside to go down pit road. Obviously, obviously, it's probably not the best. This is probably the worst time to do any sort of aggressive move. As we've already seen, if you're way too aggressive at this track, there's a decent chance your car is going to get torn up. There's Hoodlum I gotta get used to it. Hernandez looking to the inside. Anthony Hernandez looking to the inside of, trying to look to the inside of Bubble there, but he's going to tuck in right behind her and down the back into the turn 3 this time by. Those 4 all in a single file line. Lots of drivers there down pit road or just all by themselves here. So we got another 4 driver line here. McTrain looking to the inside of Spurley. Is Santaval going to make a 3 wide? Yes, he is. Forcing Spurley to the outside. He's going to lose a lot of ground in the 28. As Santaval and McTrain are still side by side with less than a minute remaining. Ooh. McTrain got really loose that time by. They're going to post a slow car of Daniel Voiles through turn number 1. McTrain forces the issue, forcing his way through the middle as him and Santaval are still side by side. But I think does Hernandez have damage, or is it just me? No, he's fine. Anyways, less than 15 seconds remaining and counting here in Atlanta. But it's gonna be and this time around it's looking like to be one of our rookies who's not quite so a rookie on the channel, having the fastest time, Matthew Hill, with the fastest time here in Atlanta for our final Preseason Thunder of the 2024 Palm Summer League. Congratulations to Matthew Hill and Matthew Hill Racing for having a fast car here tonight. Hopefully, you don't make contact with the 17 and 40. Yeah, he's fine. I guess he's trying to get down. Yeah, he's trying to get down pit roads. Is he going to? Hopefully, Bradley does not wreck him here. He's going to get forced 3 wide into turn number 3. I don't know if this is really necessary or not for Bradley to do that. As that 90 car is obviously trying to get down pit road. A lot of drivers all slowing down, all moving back, all trying to get back down pit road as the session is officially over. Is he going to get down pit road? Yep, he's going to get down pit road now. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to briefly go, so as per usual, I'm going to briefly go over the results of our final Preseason Thunder here in Atlanta. So starting off, of course, Matthew Hill was the fastest driver. Of course, subsequently also the fastest Ford. While Caleb Rose actually managed to become Caleb Rose actually ended up having the second fastest time, becoming the fastest Dodge, as well as the fastest driver for Railfan Motorsports. And he just barely beats out fellow Dodge Alex Santavallo, who ends up third. Skylar Taylor being the fastest Toyota, as they're going to have the fourth fastest time here tonight. While Dylan Matthews will have the fastest Toyota. Oh no, I lied. Taylor's also a Toyota, but Dylan Matthews is going to be the fastest Toyota on a multi-car team with DM Motorsports, as she will round off the rest of the top 5 when it comes to speeds. As for the fastest, actually, no, Hill's the fastest. What am I talking about? Anyways, Ross McTrain's going to have the 6th fastest time. Keyshawn Richardson is going to have the fastest time for Pontiac. The 7th fastest time, Roberto Crown Jr. is going to have the 8th fastest time, the fastest time for Chevrolet. Meanwhile, Philip Torres is going to have the 9th fastest time, while Lipsy is going to round off the rest of the top 10. Nate Matteo 11th, Madison Chase 12th, Matthew Burnett 13th, Kellen Baker 14th after being involved in another wreck, his second wreck here in Preseason Thunder. Baker has been lottery checkers or wreckers, I guess, when it comes to Preseason Thunder. He was involved in wrecks both tonight and in Pocono, but he was the fastest at Talladega, if you remember. Weird stuff for the 2020 GSS champ. Anyways, Bubble is going to have the 15th fastest time. The 01 of Daniel Voyle, 16th fastest. Jordan Forbes, 17th fastest. Brendan Beal, the defending series champion, who also got damaged. It also hit the wall during the session. Will have the 18th fastest time. And just again, a reminder, after I'm done walking through all these results, I am going to show all 4 replays because we had 4 major commotions here in tonight's test. Jordan Stout, 19th fastest, followed the 88 of Anthony Hernandez, will round off the rest of the top 20. Joe T, 21st, Johnny Hernandez, 22nd, Random J, 23rd, Staple, 24th, Albert, 25th, Miller, 26th, Gutierrez, 27th, still struggling to find speed in that Pontiac. Bradley Ream, 28th, that's a very big surprise, considering that Railfan has won in Atlanta before. Riley Spurley, 29th, for Jack Haas is 30th, will round off the rest of the top 30. And as for the lowest 5, unfortunately, Kyler Sustride, 31st. Ryan Wilson, 32nd, still trying to find speed in the 48. The 40 of Nick Sant, 33rd. Brittany Carruthers, 24th. And 35th is Alex Mullen in the 1. My voice kind of hurts, but I'm going to show the replays of some of our major incidents. I picked the appropriate time to put my timeline in. So this happened in the treacherous turns 3 and 4. So what happened here? Kellen Baker is currently side by side with Jack Haas in the 57 going into turn number 3 here. Oh, looks like Haas maybe just got into the left. Yeah, Haas got into the left rear of Baker. Sent them spinning. And oh, Bradbury Bubble had nowhere to go. And then here's another hit too. Bam! Matthew Burnett, hard hit there. Easily the hardest hit. With Lipsy also at the last minute. Take that from up above. Yeah, I almost the damn run this button again. I'm so used to doing that because I've been recording the race. Anyways, so again, do turns 3 and 4 right here. Haas gets a run on the inside. And yeah, definitely just gets into the. I'm going to look at another angle of that, but just definitely makes contact with Baker, sends him into the wall with the right rear first into the safer barrier, and comes right in front and comes spinning right onto the track, right in front of basically all of the incoming cars ahead. So Baker continues to spin, and then we're going to probably see. I think the first car that makes contact with him is either the 6 or the 18. Oh, no, 79. No, 79 misses it. And they see the 53 also misses it. No, it's the 6. Ream gets into Baker first, with Bubble having absolutely nowhere to go as she was right behind Ream. And then we're going to have another car come and hit Baker. Oh, no, that's went way too fast. And then finally, another car hits Baker. That's going to be the 2 of Matthew Burnett, who had the hardest hit by far. Okay, there was the hit of Bradley in full speed. And then here's Matthew Burnett. Bam! Right into the passenger side of the 21. I'm glad I was on the driver's side. Well, Lipsy also, at the last second, wasn't able to slow down in time, and it hits Burnett in his passenger side. I don't even know who to go on board with. I guess Baker, because he was the one that got turned. And we're going board Foss too. Oh! That was just one massive, and here's the other massive. Oh my goodness! Second preseason. Man, second preseason thunder again, where Baker has destroyed race car. Let's go find another. Let's go over for another slow. Let's go on board of Haas. We're gonna get a definitive view of that initial contact. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. You'd be the judge there, y'all. Crazy. So let's go on board with Bradley, and we're going on board with Lipsy as well. I'll probably have to private this stream and edit it later because it takes a while for me to upload it. Oh my god. Baker was essentially almost stopped when Bradley was coming fast onto the track. And you see the roof mirror Matthew Burnett getting hit as well. And finally on board with Lipsy for at least this incident. Ugh. Alright, that's just one replay. There's three more. There's three more we gotta look at. Starting with the one at around 17 minutes remaining. I believe that was Keyshawn Richardson, I want to say, who spun out. Yeah, it was the 24, I think, for 17 minutes. Right there. So, someone wrecked. For around 17:50. Oh, okay, that's a little too early. It was in turn 4 as well. Yeah, the 24. Oh. So almost like before. Richardson into turn 3, 4. Oh. Whoa. Caleb Rose. Just, I think he wrecked him on purpose. I don't know. But fortunately for all the other drivers, no one else was involved. It was just two cars right there getting together. Wow, that is something. That is a very uncharacteristic of Caleb Rose. He never really seemed that aggressive, but tonight might be the exception. Jesus, one was full speed into the 24's left rear. And then go on board with Keyshawn's rear as well.